It's literally about the training, our philosophies on it, and it's just a lot of stuff you can't share in a fucking 20, 30-second window.
So let's dive in, motherfuckers. We're training back in hamstrings today.
Cameraman's fucking late, but we got the Gyno Bros back in action, bringing you guys some long-form YouTube content again.
You guys have seen us on social medias. We've been popping off recently 2-3 times a day, posting S-tier list, rating our favorite carb sources, PEDs, peptides, you name it. But the truth is, like, 60 seconds is just a little bit of value, right? We have so much fun doing these videos. So long-form content is back. Let's get in the gym and have some fun. It's posterior chain day. There's a lot of movements that overlap, right? For instance, we like to finish at the tail end of the workout. We do some stiff leg deadlifts, and reality is you want to build a thick lower back, very dense erectors. You should be pulling from the floor. But what else does it train? Glutes, hamstrings. So there's a lot of crossover there. Both of us can use a little more of each. We've already trained one back day this week. We've already trained one leg day this week. So cherry on top with a little bit of both. Getting warmed up with a pullover, which you'll see when we do our top sets here. We have something pretty unique that we do, mostly because me and Ty are both victim body weight now. So, all right, so this is what we're talking about, right? A lot of people are just gonna rip in here, grab this, start going, and then they'll start noticing that they're getting off balance, using a lot of momentum. What weighing this does, it actually increases my weight, so it's gonna allow me to keep my weight over my feet a little bit more and pin me down so I don't have to start using momentum. I'm too light based on the load we're gonna use to actually keep myself in place, so it starts pulling my body forwards. This weight will shift that, so now I can pull against my body weight and not have myself moving, putting more tension on my lats. Finished up with some pullovers. We are gonna head into another back exercise, a little bit more back thickness now. Like I said, a little bit of blood in the lats, also getting that shoulder range of motion rolling, so we're feeling good all the way through. Head over to our strive row. It'll be an upper back focused row. We do it with more of kind of a shrug action as we do it. Get those traps involved a little bit more, overload the back, density, thickness. Then we head over to a pull down movement, get some more lat focused pieces in there again. Then we go back to the row variation, really focusing on a lot of thickness on this day. And then from there is where we go into basically the RDL or stiff leg deadlift, and then into a hamstring curl.
What a lot of people struggle with when training back is just moving weight from point A to point B. You know, when I first started taking PEDs, I got crazy strong when I was like 20 years old. I could barbell row 3.5 plates. I could do pretty crazy shit, but I always had a horrible back. The reason is because I didn't actually focus on connecting with my back. You know, some like chest, it's pretty easy to feel your chest, your arms, even quads, hamstrings as well. Back, it's kind of harder to get that connection. And I've found over the years, doing something that's very hard to cheat on and actually feel your lats, like something like a pullover, before we get into, you know, these a little more technical movements, like your heavy rows, it's really nice to start feeling some blood flow in your lats and upper back so that we know what we're targeting.
And again, these bad boys are not just because your grip's not strong. Again, we want to shift things away from using our bicep and using our forearms, which if you're grabbing and squeezing really hard, a lot of times we'll do. Using a good set of straps, you can actually really not have to squeeze with your hand and really focus on the elbow drive on the movement that you're doing, so you're not putting a lot of tension through your grip and not losing a lot of tension to other body parts that you don't really want. All right, guys, it's an AM session, so as for like pre-workout meal and pre-workout nutrition, you getting a big oatmeal meal in or having a bunch of toast or whatever, it's not really gonna do anything, especially if you're training an hour and a half after you wake. There's not enough time for that food to actually digest, be converted into fuel, and then used during the session. So one of the things that I like to do, what's most important, is hydration. When you wake up, getting hydrated is key. So I wake up, I bang a liter of water in here with electrolytes, and then for my fuel, I have EAAs. EAAs are still a complete protein. So I'm gonna have 20 grams of EAAs. I do 50 grams of a cyclic dextrin carb powder with the EAAs, electrolytes, I'm ready to roll. I feel good. Ty and I have been doing this now for a little bit of time. The morning sessions feel fucking incredible.
If I'm in a rush and let's say I wake up a little late, I can have my cream or ice. It is mandatory no matter what. I'm getting in that water and the electrolytes, because if we came in here and we train the way we do without that water, very, very high chance for us of getting an injury. And you're talking about two guys that are very dialed with their meals and hydration. So if the day before I'm super dialed and I still miss that liter and a half, there's probably gonna be issues. Whereas most of you watching this probably don't even drink enough fucking water in a day. So if you are training early, make sure you're getting in that hydration before your session. Come on.
Yep. Good. Yep. Go again. Come on, Ty. As you can see, that almost looks like a two-part movement. I'm really emphasizing the Kelso shrug part of that movement, whatever you want to do, and maximizing that scapular retraction before I start the row. Ty and I are really trying to build density and thickness in that upper back. Perfect way to do it. Once we fail out for the actual row portion, when we start our working sets, we'll actually get some extra reps in of just that kind of Kelso shrug movement or whatever you want to do.
Good.
Yep. All right, guys, so going back to how important it is to train intensely, watch what happens when Ty starts to hit that failure point. If Ty's form just started to, go a little bit off from perfect, if Ty's rep speed slowed down a little bit more, and he just quit, he's leaving reps on the table. Those are the most effective reps for growth of the entire set. So don't be scared of when your form gets a little bit twisted. Obviously, if it's sloppy, we're looking at injury risk, that's not gonna benefit when the tension leaves the muscle. But when it starts to get a little bit dicey, push harder and keep that fucking thing moving. Let's go, Ty. Come on. Those reps fucking matter.
Good. Good rep.
A common mistake that people actually make when training one side at a time or unilaterally is gonna be they actually go from training the right side straight in to doing the left side. When I do that, I actually tend to lose a rep or two on the second side because I'm fatigued. Maybe not on that side, but my general fatigue is higher from that initial set. So what Ty and I do, we'll actually swap off. I'll do my right side, Ty will do his right side. I'll do my left side, Ty will do his left side. It allows me to rest between my set the same way I would if I was taking 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, doing a bilateral or two arms at the same time movement. You still need to rest between sides. One more. Come on. Attaboy. All right, guys, we're doing a more so stiff leg deadlift here. One of the reasons this is an incredible movement to put on your posterior day or your back and hamstring day, it's gonna touch both. We're not doing a traditional deadlift. We're taking the knee bend out, which is gonna take the leg drive out of it. We're loading the shit out of the lower back, the erectors, the traps, keeping stability in the upper back, but also putting load on the glutes and hamstrings. So gonna train that entire posterior chain, help you get thick from the back. Let's go, Ty. Come on. Come on. Yep, good. Yes. Come on.
So both me and Braden, I mean Braden specifically has pretty insane legs. I have not bad legs. We hit a pretty aggressive leg day on Thursdays where we touch hamstrings. Because we both have really good quads and we want to improve the hamstrings, obviously adding a little bit of additional volume there. More compound movement, what we just did there, the stiff leg deadlifts. We're obviously hitting the full posterior chain, glutes, hamstrings under heavy load. We're now finishing off isolating here on the lying hamstring curl. Big focus where I see a lot of people fuck up is bringing your ass and hips off of the pad, whether it's this Arsenal setup or a flat pad. We want to make sure, and this is going to sound really weird, you're almost focusing on kind of thrusting into the pad when you're doing the movement, because the second we raise our hips off, we're really incorporating the glutes, and here a big focus is isolating those hamstrings. All right, guys, so that is a wrap on the Sunday session. We've had things consistently here at this session for about 6 to 8 months. really smashing the back from all those angles we talked about, right? We got the high row, we had the mid row, the low row, targeted the lats. We obviously blasted the lower back with the RDLs, and then hit up the hamstring curls. One takeaway for you guys that I can say, we train early in the morning because we're used to it. Whatever works best for your schedule, keep your training time consistent. Your body's gonna adapt, you're gonna feel better. Whereas if, you know, we tried to train at 7 a.m. today, 7 p.m. tomorrow, noon one day, your body's gonna be all fucked up, your digestion's gonna be off. And if you're training in the AM, make sure you lock in that hydration. We're gonna have a lot more episodes coming out, try to hit our full split throughout the week, give you guys some more value. Thank you for tuning in to Gyno Bros.
Yeah, guys, and one of the things that I can add here is I always had a pretty shitty back. Truthfully, it was one of my worst things. Ty and I have been very consistent, like he said, over the last 6 to 8 months, and I haven't even really ran any drugs. I don't really use much for drugs anymore. I was 265 running some cycles and stuff before. Haven't really touched much for drugs. My back right now, I would actually argue, is probably close to the best it's ever been.
100%.
And it's from what we've been doing. That's putting together movements that are gonna prioritize width, putting together movements that are gonna prioritize density and thickness. At the end of the day, it's not rocket science. Do it right, set up your programs optimally, do it hard, and do it over and over and over again, and you're gonna fucking grow.
We're super excited to be doing these more consistently. Hopefully we'll get 1 or 2 a month. If you guys blow this the fuck up, we can definitely do more for you guys. So if you're happy with this, hit that subscribe button, comment, let us know what you think. If you want to talk shit to us, we're used to it, comment that too. And yeah.
And if you guys want to see anything in particular, let us know in the comments. Like we said, this is very different than what we're used to in terms of the reels, the short form content. We really want to get long form stuff for you guys. So if you have recommendations, let us know what you guys want to see.
Peace out. Next time, cameraman will be on time.
And we might have yellow hair.